Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jamie. In today's video, we're talking about some new makeup releases. Am I gonna buy them, pass over them, or put them on my wish list? As always, this video is inspired by Samantha March, who created the Will I Buy It series. So I'll have her Will I Buy It playlist linked down below, as well as the community playlist. But if you want to get started about some new makeup releases that came out this week, let's just keep on watching. So I typically start off every one of these videos talking about ColourPop's new releases. But let's just acknowledge that ColourPop didn't release anything this week, which I feel like that means they're gonna go overboard next week. But it's a refreshing break. Last week I touched upon Tati Beauty, but we didn't really have all the information. But since then, the palette has launched and we have all the details. So it is the Texture Neutrals Volume 1 palette. It includes beautiful fall shades and some sparkly foil colors to glam it up for the holidays, $48. As always, I'm reading off the Tread Mood 1 Instagram page, so her page will be linked down below. And I always include links of where you can buy products, the release date, and the price. So this palette retails for $48, and there are 4 different textures available. So you have mattes, sequins, metallics, and glitters, and there's 6 tones. So you have Memory, Ritual, Story, Soothe, Aura, and Poet. This is already available now on Tati's website. I'm not surprised. This is a very Tati release, like a warm neutral palette. That's her vibe. If she's going to release any sort of eyeshadow palette, this was the color scheme I expected. I have talked about pressed glitters probably too much on my channel. They're just not my favorite thing because they're not technically eye safe. So I would have loved to see Tati come out with like an eye safe formula or just forget the glitters altogether. I did watch her reveal video the other day and the swatches looked really pretty, but I think if you're releasing a makeup line, you just have to swatch it that perfectly. But it looked pretty. I feel like I have all of these colors. No, I know I have all these colors. I am excited for her launch. The metallics looked really pretty. And the sequin formula was interesting, but I don't really use a matte with glitter. I'm either going all matte or I'm putting a shimmer on my eye. So that doesn't really make sense for my makeup preferences, but there's people that probably love mattes like that. So of course I'm not the only consumer. But for me, this palette is really pretty. It's just not unique enough to justify buying, but Tati Beauty is definitely on my radar and I'm excited to see what else she comes out with. Let me know if you're planning on picking up this palette and if you were excited to see her come out with her own beauty line. So we have a sneak peek from KKW Beauty, which is Kim Kardashian's brand, and she's doing a round 2 collaboration with Makeup Mario. We don't have any information on it, but it looks like it has an eyeshadow palette, lipsticks, lip glosses, pencils, and some sort of powder product. I kind of wish I got the first one. It just looked really pretty. I don't know if it's because everybody who's doing videos on it just made the palette look like it was the next greatest thing, but I kind of lusted after it, and I think I'm gonna consider buying this. It's definitely gonna depend on what the color scheme looks like, but I really want to try KKW Beauty, and she's now available on Ulta, which definitely makes me more inclined to buy products I know I can return them, I can swatch them, I can use a coupon. I'm really strongly considering this. I heard her eyeshadow palette, the formula is great. So I think if it's a color scheme that's unique to my collection, I'm strongly considering picking this up. I think it retails between $45 to $50. That's what her usual 10-pan eyeshadow palettes retail for. So I'll have that retail price down below because I'm assuming it'd be similar, but unfortunately we don't have more information yet. But as soon as we find out more, I will definitely touch upon this in another video. Violet Voss is releasing another one of the mini eyeshadow palettes, and this is the Gingerbread Mini Palette. It includes 10 shades. You have matte, foils, magical metallics, and satin sheens for $18. Oh, $18 is not a bad price point at all. It should be available online at Sephora now. I don't think this is coming to stores. Sephora has a very limited quantity of Violet Voss, at least at the stores that I go to. But this is pretty. I talked about in my Shop My Stash, which should be coming up this week or next week, that I'm kind of phasing out of neutrals and going, or warm tone neutrals, going into more cooler tones. So this wouldn't be something that I would pick up. But I know that warm tones are like a staple and a classic that everybody really likes. And I don't think $18 is a bad price at all. If you don't have a warm tone palette, or you don't have these colors, or you just like these colors, I feel like this is a good release. I've never tried Violet Voss's products, so I can't speak to the quality of their eyeshadow palettes, but I know they generally get good reviews. So if you have tried the eyeshadow palettes, let us know down below what you think of the formula. But I think this is nice and it's a really affordable price. So YouTuber ShanXO has a makeup line, XO Beauty, and she's coming out with a new eyeshadow palette, and this is the Heaps So Sweet. It's created by ShanXO and includes 12 shades with mattes and shimmer finishes. You have the shade Gumdrop, which is a warm purple with bright undertones. It's a matte. Lollipop, a medium purple, deep purple shimmer with slightly cool undertones. Macaron, a light warm neutral shade. Sugar, a pale champagne with pink undertones. Bonbon, a medium deep indigo purple, which is perfect for smoky any eye look. Cupcake, which is a taupe. Brownie, which is a chocolate brown. Pretzel, a copper shimmer. Apricot, a medium coral shimmer. Vanilla, a light cool tone neutral matte that leans purple. Hokey Pokey, a bright yellow with warm undertone, and that's a shimmer. The swatches look really pretty, and I feel like in general, I don't see many people talk about this brand, which is surprising because I feel like a lot of influencers promote and influence their brands. I've always been interested in trying ShanXO's brand, but because she's from New Zealand, I don't know what the exchange rate and like shipping and taxing is. But she has a lot of products. Her lipsticks always look really good, and I don't even like eyelashes, but I kind of want to try her eyelashes. This palette will be available November 1st on the XO Beauty shop, or shop XO Beauty. I will have everything linked down below again, but this is really pretty. It's like a warm tone with a twist because you have those purples. So I feel like it's a little bit more interesting than your average like bright red, yellow, and orange palette. But let me know down below. I would be surprised if ShanXO did a bunch of videos with this palette on her channel. So maybe I'll see what the performance is like and what kind of look she creates. But I am interested in trying something with ShanXO and XO Beauty. Her BH Cosmetics Remix palette was available at Marshall's, and I didn't pick it up because I would use the neutral side and not the side with pinks and purples because I just don't gravitate towards pinks and purples. So I didn't get it because I don't need another neutral palette, but I am interested in trying her brand. So Maybelline is coming out with a new foundation, and it's the Dream Radiant Liquid Foundation. It's a medium radiant coverage, lightweight foundation formulated with hyaluronic acid and collagen. It moisturizes the skin to give a natural look. Delivers up to 12 hours of hydration in 20 different shades, providing smooth, even looking radiant skin for $10.99 each. It's available on Amazon now, and then it's officially available November 15th. I love hydrating foundations. I have dry skin, so I tend to go for something hydrating, dewy, and the word hyaluronic acid is like my best friend. I did film a video ranking all of my foundations, which should be up eventually. I did a bunch of pre-filming, so I'm not really sure when I'm scheduling them, but if you want to see how my foundation preferences are, you can look forward to seeing that video soon. But I am strongly considering this. The shade range isn't the best, but hopefully I can find a shade that works for me. I tend to gravitate towards foundations that I can pick up in store so I can swatch it out and see which undertone's the best. So if this comes in store, I would likely pick it up. But if it's an online only release, I'm a little bit more hesitant to purchase it. But I love hyaluronic acid, I love radiance, I love lightweight, and I love a medium finish. So this is really ringing all of my bells. So BH Cosmetics coming out with another Zodiac palette. And I've touched on a few of these, not all of these in this series. And this is the Scorpion palette. It's 9 color palettes and a highlighter. A mix of rich browns, cool taupes, deep crimson, matte shimmers, and a big shadow. And this retails for $14. I don't think I'm alone when I say that this release series has been underwhelming. I feel like a lot of these releases play it really neutral, and I don't know much about astrology, but I know that Scorpio is a water sign, and this looks like a fire sign if I've ever seen it. I don't think I'm gonna pick this up. This palette just isn't calling to me. The highlighter looks pretty, but it'd probably be more use of a blush than a highlighter for my skin tone. It just isn't something I get use out of, and I feel like BH Cosmetics could have gone so well with this release. But I find that this series is a little bit disappointing. Let me know if I'm alone in feeling that way. This isn't a makeup release as much as it is a makeup announcement, and we finally have the dates for the Sephora VIB sale. For Rouge, you can stop the sale from November 1st to November 11th, and you get 20% off, and the code is Holiday Save. Oh, you can also bring a friend in the store, and they'll get 20% off too. That's awesome. Do I have any friends that are VIBs? Because I'm only or do I have any friends that are Rouge because I'm a VIB? So for people like myself that are VIBs, the sale runs from November 7th to the 11th, and you get 15% off, and it's the same code. And then for insiders, it's November 7th to the 11th as well, and they get 10% off. I'm excited. I knew it was coming around the corner. I have a Sephora wish list that could use some products placed off of it, so I don't know what I'm going to buy, but I have to pick up something if there's a sale, right? I'll probably film a video that's a recommendation wish list video and hopefully have that up before the sale. So I'll get to that this afternoon. But Let me know what you're planning on buying because I just knew it was around the corner and I'm finally excited the sale's here. Patrick Ta is coming out with a new collection and it's the Monochrome Moment Collection by Patrick Ta Beauty. So the collection has 4 different blushes with a radiant finish that retail for $32 each. The shades are She's Sincere, She's Passionate, She's Adorable, and She's Seductive. And then we have 4 lip liners with a matte finish for $26 each. And She's Humble, She's Proud, She's Strong, and She's Bold. And 4 silky lip creams, liquid lipsticks with a satin finish for $24 each, which retail, for $24 each. In the color She's Unapologetic, She's Secure, She's Confident, She's Independent. And you have a blush brush for $35, an eyeshadow brush, and a lip brush. It looks like this is available now online at Patrick Ta Beauty and at Sephora. I guess I really shouldn't be surprised that this is a higher retail price, but it kind of took me for... I was a little surprised that the lip liners retail for more than the lipsticks. I don't think I'm going to pick up any of these. I haven't tried anything from Patrick Ta Beauty yet. I want to try the lip glosses they came out with the first launch. I really want to try the highlighter sprays, but I know I wouldn't realistically get use out of them. But I really love the names of the collection. I think that's my favorite part. The She's Unapologetic, She's Confident, like those are great names. And I think if I had a makeup collection, I'd like to use inspiring names like that as well. But let me know if you're gonna pick anything up or if you've tried the original Patrick Ta products, let me know because those lip glosses though. Speaking of lip glosses, we have a new product releasing from Artist Couture. So they're coming out with new glosses that are plush pouts in 3 different shades. They have a creamy shine finish with no shimmer and they feel plumping. They also have a teardrop applicator in their shades Uncensored, Shameless, and Posh. It looks like a nude, a peach, and a pink. They are already available on Artist Couture's website and at Sephora. So Trendmood said that she loves the applicator. It's super flexible and moves with the application. Posh is my favorite shade since it adds a more natural color to the lips. It's more sheer than the others. I haven't tried anything from Artist Couture, but when I look at these swatches, they look not shiny. So it doesn't even look like, I understand they don't have shimmer, but it doesn't look like they have shine at all, which is confusing. I like the fact that Artist Couture is expanding their brand. Their first products were those loose highlighters, which I've heard such good things about, but I'm not a loose highlighter person. And then this year they came out with those like eye toppers and their very first eyeshadow palette and now lip products. It's always exciting to see a brand come out with new products, but I love a good shimmer in my lip gloss. My favorite lip gloss at the moment is the Fenty Beauty lip gloss in the shade Diamond Milk, which I have in front of me somewhere. So this is the shade Diamond Milk, and this is my favorite lip gloss at the moment. It's like a clear color, or a white base, but it comes off clear with really pretty like blue and holographic reflex. It just makes her lips look amazing. So a gloss like this, I love those shimmery reflex, and this picture looks kind of flat, so I'd like to see some different swatches to see what this gloss looks like. There isn't a retail price, but once I find it out, I will put it down below in the description box. Because it was a week since we talked about Anastasia, of course they had to come out with something new, and Anastasia Beverly Hills came out with eyelashes. They are vegan, cruelty-free, different styles, and they retail for $12 each. There's Dreamy, Domina, So Hollywood, Georgina, Eleganza, and Fashion. The last 2 styles, Eleganza and Fashion, are exclusive to the Anastasia Beverly Hills website. These will be available on Halloween on AnastasiaBeverlyHills.com and Sephora. I pre-filmed a video a while ago that I never put up, and it was like products I'd want brands to release part 2. And I had Anastasia on there, and I believe I had eyelashes, so that video doesn't make any sense because I've already released it. And then I had a product from I think I had eyelashes from ColourPop as well, because I was like, you can do a full face of ColourPop unless you wear false lashes. So both those brands released lashes, and that video doesn't really make any sense anymore. I knew this was happening because I believe Norvina talked about it on her Twitter and like gave a poll. I don't wear false lashes. I wear them in very rare occasions. Like when I go out with my friends, I wear them for Halloween. I'll wear them when I go to a wedding. But on a day-to-day or even like week-to-week basis, I am not one to wear false lashes. So maybe I'll invest in these. I doubt it though. But I don't think $12 is a bad price. They're actually a lot more affordable than I anticipated them being. I don't know if Anastasia sells lash glue because I feel like that'd be the next natural step in this line. So I'd like to see that come out next, and I wouldn't be surprised if it came out by the time this video is edited and uploaded. But there's also a picture of the end cap at Sephora that has the Norvina palettes and what the collection's gonna look like. So in Sephora, and exclusively to Sephora display, they have the 3 large Norvina volumes with the 25 shades that retail for about $60. Their eyelashes, their glitters, and it looks like they have 2 smaller palettes which haven't been released yet, which I wonder what they are. The display will also be available on Halloween in US stores and Canada stores. And then starting in 2020, Norvina will be exclusive to Sephora. And she has some exciting things planned. In the future, you'll see the spring Anastasia launch and the spring Norvina launch as if it's 2 separate brand launches by product. Not all launching at once. However, Norvina is very much owned by Anastasia. Well, that's just confusing. I know Norvina talked about this before. I think the Norvina brand is like a sub-brand under ABH. So like Norvina's going to have a holiday collection. Anastasia's going to have a holiday collection. I'm very confused. I guess I feel like the Norvina palettes are more like avant-garde and for like the more makeup artisty person, where Anastasia is like for the normal everyday consumer. So maybe they're able to like launch like a colorful, more out there palette and like a neutral basic palette at the same brand. But this is very confusing. Maybe it's just me that's not grasping it, but I guess they're 2 separate brands now. I don't know. But if the eyelashes are in store and in displays, maybe I'll look at them. But I'm kind of intrigued to see what those too many palettes are. And maybe if it's a color scheme that works for me, I'll buy it. I didn't buy any of the 3 Norvina palettes. Unfortunately, they aren't colors that I gravitate towards, and $60 is a hefty price tag. As much as I love the Anastasia formula, I tend to wear neutral makeup day to day, and these are definitely more colorful palettes. So I'm interested to see what the smaller palettes are, and I can't wait for that sneak peek to come out. And the last release that I want to touch on today is from Huda Beauty, and it's a new eyeshadow palette. This is the Mercury Retrograde palette. It's inspired by teal, purple, and pink colors in Crystal AB, which Huda was obsessed with when she was little. They created this palette during Mercury Retrograde, a typically chaotic time, which happens between October 31st to November 20th. Oh, it happens again from October 31st to November 20th. The palette is available online now at hudabeauty.com and it includes 18 shades with matte, shimmer, metallic, foil finishes. Retails for $67. You have 9 mattes, 6 creamy metallics, 1 glitter powder, 2 sheer multi-reflective shadows, and 3... So that's it for the palette, and you also have 3 new dual-ended brushes, which have synthetic fibers that come with a holographic makeup bag. The Pack and Blend brush, the Fender Bender brush, and the Contour and Blend brush. It looks like this will be available on Halloween at Sephora, so I guess there are a bunch of Halloween releases coming out that aren't Halloween themed. At first, when I saw this picture of the palette, I was like, whoa, I'm hands down getting this. But the more that I look at it, the more I don't think this palette is a color scheme that I tend to gravitate towards every day. Like I said, I work in an office, so I tend to wear neutrals, and then I sometimes like spice up my look on the weekends, but not enough to buy a $6 or $7 palette with some shades that I would probably never use. Maybe I'll feel differently if I see it in stores, but as of right now, this is a wish list and not a must-have. But those are the releases we're going to touch upon this week. Let me know which releases caught your eye and which ones you're totally passing over. If you like this video, I hope you'll consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel. I post a new video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I'd love to have you come join me for my next one. But that's all for today. Thanks for watching.